Hey guys, it is me again. Today I think is my doohickey's not working, so I think it's Monday, November 29th, 2010. Makes it day 333 on Project Jesus 365. It is good to have all y'all here today. This is my second attempt at this video, guys, so hope this one goes better. Uh, my last vid, guys, I was at 11 minutes and something. I still hadn't started my reading yet, so I just started it over. So uh, I did just want to say thank y'all for being here as usual. Uh, Pray for me, guys. I had a bad day today. I'm not gonna lie about it. Hit my head today. Uh, Popped a big knot up on my head. I don't guess you all can see it there, but big old goose egg up on top of my head, and it was bleeding. Uh, and then the boy that works for us fell off the roof today. Well, not fell off the roof. He was coming down on the ladder. He got up there cleaning gutters out, even though nobody told him to. Uh, I guess he was going to be a go-getter, and he had heard Dad mention that we needed the gutters cleaned out, and even though Dad didn't tell him to do it, he took a few minutes while he wasn't busy and went up there and cleaned them out, and coming back down off the ladder slid out from under him because it was on blacktop, and he fell from like 12 feet in the air. So it didn't hurt him. Didn't scuffed his palms of his hands up just a little bit. Um, I mean, his he like I said, it didn't hurt him. He came in and sat down and recuperated for a minute, dusted himself off, and ate, and then worked the rest of the day fine. So everybody just pray for him. Pray that that he is. As far as we could tell, he was all right. You never know with stuff like that, though. Sometimes the next day or 2 or 3 days after you have something like that, stuff shows up. So just pray that he's all right. Because just to be honest about it, I don't think I can handle much more right now. Like I said, between him doing that and me doing this, and I think we brought in $195 today, $199, something like that. And was actually pretty busy, just didn't bring in any money. I know we worked at least on 3 cars that we didn't get paid for. It's just one of those aggravating days. I was going to reload this evening, and I was so disgusted and discouraged this evening I didn't even reload. So just been one of those days, guys. Like I said, I went in there a few minutes ago, and one of our toilets won't cut off. I tried to adjust on the little doohickey in the back, to get it to shut off, and it wouldn't. So I had to cut the valve off at the bottom. And when I cut the valve off, I guess it had grit and stuff hung in it. So now it's trying to leak, so I had to put a bowl under it. Uh, it's just been it's been a Monday. It's been a Monday from start to finish, I tell you. So just pray for me, guys. Overall, I've been handling this whole situation pretty good. The whole being broke deal. I've been there before. I'm not gonna lie about it. Not been there much. My whole life pretty much, I've been accustomed to being able to buy what I wanted when I wanted, no matter what it was. Whether it was cars or bikes and guns and no matter what it was. Maybe the Lord's working with me on that. He's changing me. He's working with me, and I thank Him for it. I'm not gonna lie about it. I hope he gets done quick with me, so so maybe life can get back a little bit easier. But whatever His will is, that's what we gotta go with. We gotta follow it, and it's not gonna be easy. It's never gonna be easy. We say sometimes, well, it's not always gonna be easy. It's never gonna be easy. If we follow His will. Uh, so, that's just what we gotta do. We gotta humble ourselves down and be willing to change for the Lord. And as long as I can take care of my family, keep the electricity on, keep food on the table. I guess that's better than a lot of people are doing right now. And even with this, that's one good thing about it. And I've told you guys before. At least our overhead now. I owe a mortgage payment. It's a pretty big mortgage payment, or at least I think it is. It's a little over $900 a month. I guess compared to some things, it's not too bad. But And that's pretty much all I owe now. Besides monthly payments, power bills, and phone bills and stuff like that. At one time, I owed $4,000 a month, uh, plus my bills. Plus my monthly bills. I mean, plus power bill and and plus paying my men and everything. I mean, I was at one time I had to make $1,000 a day. If I didn't make $1,000 a day, I was done for. And even not too long ago, I had to make 500 a day. Now I got to make about 150 a day average is what I got to make to pay my mortgage and pay my men and put food on the table. So that's not too bad. At least I got my overhead down now. So it's not too bad. And I know, like I said, I know come spring, I know after Christmas, it's going to get better. Matter of fact, December should get better than November. We went back looking through our, business records for the last 2 or 3 years. And traditionally now, at least for the last 2 to 5 years, I think is how far we went back. December is traditionally a better month than November. For some reason, November just always stinks. So I'm hoping December will pick up some. But I just thank the Lord, that my overhead is where I can, do I like making the money I'm making right now? No, I don't, but can I survive on it? Yeah. It's hard, but I can survive. So like I said, when spring rolls around, we can go back to steak, as I say, that's the way it is for us. It's steak or bologna. And that's it, from March till September, it's steak. And then, from October to back till February, or March, it's bologna. So you guys just pray for me. Pray for me with all these things. And I'm praying for you guys. And guys, let's not get caught up this year. I'm telling you, there's talking about today about the records. Black Friday, how it was, better a lot more this year. And I knew that was coming. I knew that people were going to spend more money this year. I could see it. That's why our business is worse, because people are taking money away from their cars, to spend on Christmas stuff. And they was talking about Cyber Monday, all the money being spent. Guys, as Christians, let's not get caught up into that. I don't see nothing wrong with buying a few little gifts for your family or whatever. But now spending this big, huge amounts of money and just going hog wild and getting in here on these sales and fighting and scratching and clawing over, to save money. We don't realize, guys, as Christians, of course, I'll go ahead and say it, I think most of these people are not truly Christians that do these things. Because you cannot be in the world that much. You cannot look that much like the world, want the desires of the world that much and be a Christian. It's just not possible. So let's, as Christians, let's try to set an example, this year. Let's try to set an example that even though Christmas may be derived from a pagan holiday, even though I watched a movie last night, or a documentary movie, that actually they were saying that was wrong, that most of the traditions that we do at Christmas are actually derived from Jesus being born. But anyway, maybe I'll talk about that tomorrow night. I think it's just the date, the December 25th, actually coincides with some kind of pagan holiday. But anyway, like I said, I may get onto that. Actually, I got to talking about that a while ago, and that's why my video went over. So if you guys will remind me in the comments, maybe I'll tomorrow night or in the next couple of days, maybe I'll talk about that. But let's do better this year, guys. Let's not get crazy, which we never do. We never have spent any money at Christmas. We've never really had the money to spend at Christmas, because my business has always got bad at Christmas. It usually don't get this bad, but it's always dropped. So. But let's remember the reason for the season, as I say, guys. Let's remember it this year and not get stupid. Let's honor Jesus by not doing these things, by not acting like the rest of the world. If you want to buy something for somebody, buy something for that homeless guy down the street, or that neighbor of yours that can't afford a new warm coat or a new pair of shoes. Buy something for them. Anyway, guys, let's get started here. I've already been too long. Romans chapter 4, starting in verse 1. Here we go. What shall we say then that Abraham our father, as pertaining to the flesh, hath found? For if Abraham were justified by works, he hath whereof to glory, but not before God. For what saith the Scripture? Abraham believed God, and it was counted unto him for righteousness. Now to him that worketh is the reward not reckoned of grace, but of debt. But to him that worketh not, but believeth on him that justifieth the ungodly, his faith is counted for righteousness. Even as David also describeth the blessedness of a man unto whom God imputeth righteousness without works, saying, Blessed are they whose iniquities are forgiven, and whose sins are covered. Blessed is the man to whom the Lord will not impute sin. Cometh this blessedness then upon the circumcision only, or upon the uncircumcision also? For we say that faith was reckoned to Abraham for righteousness. How was it then reckoned? When he was in circumcision or in uncircumcision? Not in circumcision, but in uncircumcision. I hate these chapters, guys, with the circumcision in them. Because you end up having to say it about 500 times. Anyway, guys, I got to get off here. It's good to see you guys here tonight. Pray for me. Pray that my business picks up this week. I think it will. Like I said, it's going to get better. I know it will. Just pray for me with all these things that, that I have the patience to deal with them. And maybe that's why the Lord's dealing with me. But anyway, guys, I wish I could talk all night. I could tell you stuff all night. How the Lord's dealing with me and working with me. He's making me so more patient. It's just unreal how much he's dealing with me and how good he's doing with me. So anyway, guys, good Lord willing, I'll be back here tomorrow night. So just like I said, pray for me. Pray for my worker that he, that his ladder injuries end up not being anything. And I'll pray for you guys. So till I see you guys again, I guess. Good night. God bless. See y'all.